Do you sometimes feel like you just can't catch a break? Maybe you're constantly stressed, under the pump, facing deadlines, facing uncertainty, facing dead ends, facing loss, carrying burdens that seem beyond your capacity to cope. You know, during difficult times, peace can feel impossible to find. But true peace isn't about having a perfect life. It's about creating inner stability even when life feels chaotic. In today's video, we'll explore 5 practical ways to experience peace during difficult times. Now, these aren't quick fixes, but it's about instilling habits and perspectives that can help you remain calm and grounded no matter what you're facing. Hey sweet souls, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Annemarie. I'm here to help you heal, reclaim your power and return to your essence of light. If you want to work with me, my details are below in the description box. So let's get into it. Number 1, accept what you can't control. Big one. One of the biggest sources of anxiety and depression is trying to control things that are simply out of our power. We worry about the future, we replay the past, we try to preempt every possible scenario and outcome. But peace begins when we recognize the difference between what we can change and what we cannot. I can only change me. I can only change my responses. I cannot change anyone else. So instead of asking, why is this happening? Why now? Why me? Try asking, what can I do today? How can I be today? Focus your energy on the next right step rather than to point the finger of blame or to sit in sorrow and point the finger with what you did wrong or trying to solve your entire future. Let go and get on with that next right step. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's choosing to stop the fight internally and externally, and that in itself is a way you can start moving forward with clarity. Some clarity at least, and some calmness. Okay? It gets the ball rolling. Number 2, slow down and be present. You know, when life becomes overwhelming, our nervous system gets targeted and our minds often race out of control and ahead into imagined problems. The present moment is usually much more manageable than the stories our minds create. Take a few slow breaths and fully exhale. Meditate. I have many meditation commentaries on my other channel called Annemarie Happy Heart, and the details are in the description box below. Notice what's around you. Pay attention. Listen to the sounds nearby. Feel your feet on the ground. Grounding in the present is very important for inner peace. These simple practices remind us that right now, in this moment, this is where I have the power to change my thoughts and therefore change my story. Peace grows when we stop living entirely in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's fears. Practicing quieting your mind just for 1 minute every hour can help your mind more than hours of loop worrying. Worrying gets us nowhere. And practicing this 1 minute every hour is also much more doable than to try and sit for 10, 20, 30 minutes if you're not used to practicing meditation. So just allow yourself to stop every hour and just take that breath, exhale, and just quieten your mind just for that 1 minute and then get on with it again. It just helps you reset, it helps you ground, it helps you get a little bit clearer. Number 3, choose gratitude even in the small things. Now, I talk a lot about gratitude on this channel because gratitude is so important. Because often when we are caught up in the vice of life, we forget what we have and what we can do because we're too busy focusing on what we don't have, what we've lost, or what we've, and what we can't do. So gratitude doesn't ignore pain. It simply refuses to let the pain become the whole story. Even during life's hardest seasons, there are still so many small blessings that we overlook, including the fact that seasons pass. So be grateful for that kind conversation. Someone gave some time for you, a supportive friend, a moment of laughter, a sunrise, a butterfly. The fact that you're still here and your ability to keep rising. We don't recognize that when we're caught in all that chaos, because the fact is we are still here and we are still rising every day. Even if we're struggling through it, we are still rising. Training your mind to notice these things doesn't erase hardship, but it reminds you that hope still exists and that you have the power within to change and thereby strengthening that hope. Every evening, try just writing down 3 things that you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. Small moments of gratitude shown through our actions slowly reshape the way we see life. And that will rebuild your inner peace. Number 4, holding on to hope. As I said earlier, seasons don't last. They come and they go. Therefore, difficult seasons also don't last. They come and they go. Even if you can't see your way forward today, that doesn't mean one doesn't exist. There's always a way. More often than not, we need to surrender. We need to let go and let God to be able to see the way. Hope isn't pretending that everything is fine. Hope is believing and trusting that today's struggle isn't the end of your story. Speak hope into existence. Make it happen. Many of the strongest people you'll ever meet became strong because they walked through difficult times, not because they avoided them. Avoidance, distraction, doesn't heal. It simply keeps us stuck in old, negative, disempowering patterns and compulsions. Those who we perceive having hurt us are messengers to help us recognize and heal our own shadow side, our patterns, an area that's often a blind spot. This isn't about rewarding bad behavior. On the contrary, this is to reclaim your power, your inner light, and ultimately your inner peace. Keep speaking hope and trust and newness into existence. Keep taking one step at a time. Exhale, smell the roses, look up, and connect. Healing often happens gradually. So it's important to consistently do this inner work. And I highlight the word consistently. Because remember, peace starts inside out, not outside in. The greatest growth is happening quietly beneath the surface, long before anyone can see it. Like bamboo, it takes 3 to 5 years of underground strengthening before you see it spring upward, and now it grows fast, strong, durable, and it's flexible. Number 5, and the last one, being open to receive. Many people believe they have to face difficult times alone. But isolation often makes suffering feel heavier. Talk to someone you trust. Reach out to family. Call a friend. Join a support group. I'm here. You don't need to do it alone. Best of all, turn inward and upward and connect or reconnect with the divine. Don't be ashamed to ask. Sometimes peace comes not because someone solves your problems, but because you feel heard. Human and spiritual connection reminds us that we're not meant to carry every burden by ourselves. So don't be a martyr. There's strength in asking for support. And there is courage in allowing others to support you. Peace doesn't come from having life without problems. It comes from practice, and practice makes perfect. And the main practice to inner peace is to stand firmly in your inner light, in the middle of the problems. And so remember these 5 ideas to help you with that. Accept what you can't control. Slow down and be present. Practice gratitude. Being open to receive, and holding on to hope. So which of these 5 tips resonated with you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Put them in the comments box. And if this video resonated with you today, consider sharing it with someone who may need it. So as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Take care of yourself. I'll take care of me. You take care of you. And keep moving forward one baby step at a time. And as always, so much love from my heart to you.